Now, don't forget to send your video in for a chance to get it shown right here on Kochie's Business Builders, and head to the Small Business First website to join thousands of others who've already listed on our directory for free. Now, this week, we're talking about how to support our exporters in a time of crisis. And joining me now is international business strategist, speaker and author, Cynthia Dearin. Cynthia, welcome to the program. Look, you've been on a mission to encourage small to medium-sized businesses to look overseas to export. How are we doing?
Well, it really depends on the sector. You know, right now, amongst my client base and the people that I speak to, I'm seeing the entire spectrum of experience, from people who are struggling to stay afloat, through to people who are doing kind of okay, through to people who are actually doing really, really well.
What are some of the other trends you're noticing from exporters in how they're tackling this whole issue, the crisis?
Look, a couple of things. People are really looking to diversify supply chains. So people are now very worried about supply chain risk out of China. So that's one on the good side. On the services side, there's a massive shift to people moving their IP and their content online. So suddenly, anybody who provides a service who used to have to sell face-to-face, even as little as 3 to 6 months ago, now has this opportunity to put their stuff either in an evergreen form on the internet, or to do workshops and presentations face-to-face virtually, because the market is much more accepting of that mode of delivery than they were just a short time ago.
So if you were thinking of getting into the export business, it's been on your mind for a while, is this a time to say, right, I just put it on the hold for the next year until there's a vaccine and the world comes out of this? Or are you seeing some really unique opportunities?
Oh, look, I think this is a time that you cannot let go to waste. If you're somebody who wants to take your business overseas and you've been saying for the last 3 or 5 or 10 years, oh, I want to go global, I want to expand internationally, but I just don't have time. And suddenly business has dried up and you've got some time and space. Now's the time to sit down and do that planning and that strategic thinking and that intellectual heavy lifting that you need to do to create a great strategy, and then to work out how you're going to resource it so that when things unfreeze and when you can travel again, that you can pick that up and go with it.
What would be your first step?
Do your research.
Right.
So figure out who your ideal client is. You know, what does your ideal client want? What really matters to them? Is it going to be the same for clients here at home and clients overseas, or will it be different, and how will it be different? And then look at where should we go to market. So if you're a small business, I don't think you can sensibly do more than one market at a time. It just stretches you too far. So you need to be looking and thinking, okay, where can I get the best trade-off between opportunity, so the size of the opportunity, and feasibility? How difficult is it to do? So, you know, do I do China, which is massive but really quite tricky? Or do I do New Zealand, which is very small but pretty easy, and you can probably quite soon get on a plane and go there?
Cynthia Dearin, some great advice there. Really appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.